Now we can go for jejunum. Jejunum is very easy because it has no peculiar features. Only feature present is that the finger-shaped villi and crypts are there. The submucosa is featureless and mucosa is featureless. But typically we can see that in the submucosa and the lamina propria, the lymphocytes are present. Sometimes we can see the lymphoid aggregations in the form of lymph nodules. അത്ര ഉള്ളൂ അതിനകത്ത് പ്രത്യേകം. സോ അതിനകത്ത് വേറെ ഇൻവെൻ്ററിന് പ്രത്യേകമല്ല. ബട്ട് ദ വില്ലേ ആർ ടിപ്പിക്കൽ ആൻഡ് വെരി ലോങ്. ആൻഡ് ഇൻ എ ഫീൽഡ് യു കനോട്ട് സീ എൻ്റയർ വില്ലേ ആൻഡ് അതർ പാർട്സ് ഓഫ് ദി ജജനം ഇൻ എ സിംഗിൾ ഫീൽഡ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ വരക്കുമ്പോൾ വില്ലേ കുറച്ചുകൂടി പ്രോമിനൻ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വരക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പ്രധാന കാര്യം. ഹിയർ ഓൾസോ വി ക്യാൻ സീ ദ മ്യൂക്കോസൽ ഹോൾസ് വിൽ ബി പ്രസൻറ്റ്. So we are starting the drawing with the submucosa first as a fold. Submucosa we can draw it as a fold. Like a parabola you can draw the submucosa. So typical spindle shaped cell. You notice my drawing. I am not drawing single spindle shaped cell here and there, but I am drawing like I am actually making a feeling of that. That is present there, not drawing each and every the spindle cell here. So this is the submucosa, we can the muscularis mucosa, we can see that, and above which, just like that of the jejunum, you have to put duodenum, you have to put a cut line for the villi and the crypt. And here we have to see that the villi are very long finger shaped villi, and basement membrane such close, and here when it coming here you have to draw wide crypt like this. We are actually drawing the basement membrane here, and suppose this is the cut section of a villi, and further villi is present here, and then you can see a crypt here. Then draw another typical finger shaped villi that is running like this, and a crypt, an entire crypt is present. Here we can draw a cross section of the crypt. So this is the pattern of draw. And after that we can do what? You have to draw the stratified epithelium is present. Here also we can see the striated epithelium. So the striations we can draw like this. And this is the space for the goblet cells. And see the number of globular cells have slight increase when it reaches the jejunum. So same drawing as that of the duodenum I am drawing. But the shape of the villi, you have noticed that it is taller than that which I have drawn in the duodenum. Then you can put the typical columnar cells here. Typical columnar cell, when it reaches the goblet cell, make the shape slightly like a cup. Then draw it again, and at the place of goblet cell a cup. Then draw the typical columnar cells. Again at the region of the goblet cell a cup like cell. Then here also, just like that you can draw it. Same type of drawing you can see. After that you have to highlight this area of the striations by one more overdrawing. Draw it like this and highlight this, and running to the crypt region, the same type of drawing, no difference, but we can see the cells of the crypt have some difference. The villi are actually lined with enterocytes, that is the striated columnar cells. In crypt also we can see the striated columnar cells are the main cell, but you can see the Paneth cell, zymogen cell, enteroendocrine cells, all these things are present inside the crypt. So we cannot differentiate it, but they are present there. And here is a cross section. You can draw the striation inside, then you draw the columnar cells like this, and this is a section of the villi. You can see it here also. So same drawing we can see, and put the nuclei same as that of the all columnar cells, and at the where you see the goblet cells you can put horizontal. After all other regions we can see that the typical elongated nuclei. This is a goblet cell, and then typically elongated. This is a goblet cell. Then like this goblet cell, put the nuclei. So this is about the mucosal region, and definitely you can see that the muscle fibers, the muscle spindles will extend into the villi region, and the core of the villi having connective tissue. So put the connective tissue present here. And the submucosa is generally featureless. You can see the collagen fibers which are running in different directions, and small arterioles will be present, and the connective tissue nuclei are present, definitely present, the nuclei of the fibroblast nuclei, they are present. And sometimes you can see that the lymphoid aggregations, lymphoid formation can be seen in the form of follicles, may be present in the submucosa. So you may indicate that. Then we are coming to the externa. Externa has nothing to say in addition, because it is same, that is inner circular layer. Inner circular layer is present, and there is an outer longitudinal layer. So same pattern of drawing you have to do. And usually there will be the peritoneal lining with mesothelial cells. Here also you have to put the nuclei. Any cell you have to draw, you have to put the nuclei. So put the nuclei also in this area. And you can mark, this is the villi, that is finger shaped, and this is crypt. This is a CS of crypt. This is muscularis mucosa, and this is submucosa. Here can be lymphoid aggregation, and this is muscularis external. This is the jejunum.